Hello team. So for this year or this summer, you guys have a different style of plan than what we previously had. So last summer, I gave you guys workouts to do every day that we had a workout. Well, this summer, you're going to have more of the option to determine when and what time of the day you're going to run. So if you look at the plan, you'll see some different things on the plan. So you'll see, what your weekly mileage is for the week, and then you also see what your goal mileage is. So once we get to the 100% week, you'll see that here in the weekly goal mileage. Your longest run, you'll have that. So that's, do your longest run that week, whichever day you determine to do it on. For this season, we usually did it on, Saturdays, but whatever works for you. Just want to be smart about your long run. You don't want to do it after like a really hard session or something like that. Just give your body some time to recover for the long run and then recover from the long run. The next thing, when we have our short tempo runs, you want to do those around this pace. So for men, it might be an 8K. For women, it'd be a 5K pace. And then your pace is determined on, our abilities right now. Then you have your long pace tempos. So these are usually runs that are like 4 or 5 miles or longer for a particular person. We got hills. You want to find a dirt hill or a grass hill. And you want to take it about, 45 seconds to climb. And then we have the fartlek pace. So you'll have a 2-mile warm up and then a 2-mile cool down, and then you'll do the fartlek whenever it's determined that you will do your fartlek. And then you have your strides, and you do those 2 to 3 times per week. And you can do, how many you want to do during some weeks, but in some other weeks we have a set number that we need to do. And then you have your morning workout, and then we'll start getting comfortable back with doing morning workouts. But we won't start those in the beginning of the summer, but we'll start those in the end. So if you go down on your plan, you'll notice that there are some percentages for the miles that you should do. So for instance, this says for week 1, for some people it's 50% of goal mileage. So if I'm at 45 miles and that's my goal mileage for the summer, this 50% is going to mean I'm doing half of this amount of miles of 45. So half of 45 is 22.5 miles. So that's how I would do that. 60% of my long run. So 60% of 70 minutes. So I would do 70 times 0.60. Let me pull up a calculator. So 70 times 0.60. And that's going to be 42 minutes. So my long run for that week is 42 minutes. Right? Then as we go down, so that's how it's going to be for the first couple of weeks. Then as we go down, you're going to start seeing us really starting to get into the training. So you'll see, for some of us, it might be like a long tempo pace, and you'll do that for 3 miles. Then you'll start seeing some fartlek work. So 45-second surges. So you'll just run faster for 45 seconds every 5 minutes of your run after a 15-minute warm-up. Then you'll have, for some people, it'll be like 9 minutes or 12 minutes or whatever your short tempo pace is. You'll do that after a 2-mile warm-up, 2-mile cool down. So just pay attention to what you're supposed to do that week. Pay attention to your goal mileage. So for this week, if my goal mileage was 45 miles, I would just times that by 0.80. And I should be getting 36 miles in that week. And then I just continue. And then eventually, we'll be getting to where we need to be for that, for where our goal mileage is. So we'll be 100% of goal miles, 100% of the long run. And then, we're starting to get into, training shape. That's going to eventually get us into racing shape. So if you have any questions about this, as always, you can hit me up, text me, call me, and I can explain it a little bit more. But let's try to stick to this pace because this is what will really get us into shape for next season.